going on, folks? We are here today for the NORA Truck Series here at Circuit of the Americas. Some road course racing, gonna get down under. Man, I cannot wait for this at Texas. Big track, over 3 miles of road course racing, and man, I'll tell you what, we're gonna get some exciting racing today because these last few weeks have been absolutely incredible in this NORA Truck Series, and I expect nothing less today. So right now, we're gonna get down trackside. It is Circuit of the Americas for the NORA Truck Series. Big field and a lot on the line today. Let's get down there for open qualifying. There he is right now. So far, Brad Peters on top of the board right here in that 60. Looking very good. Cannot wait to get this race underway, but right now, open qualifying for 10 minutes. So they have that 10-minute time frame to basically qualify, get that lap, and try and outrun their competition. Awesome time. Cannot wait to get this thing going as usual. Always a fun time here again for the NORA Truck Series, every single time. Man, these guys just know how to get it done, but look at this. Awesome stuff. Zach Lindgren, Everett Kotz right here, Timothy Harper, all putting up great times. We have time to go, folks, until we get this underway, so let's go real quick. Go and thank a few sponsors before we get this Circuit of the Americas road course race underway. We'll come right back for the conclusion of open qualifying.
Hey guys, this is Kevin from KK Woodscapes. Wanted to say how excited we are to be a sponsor for the ASRA Cup Series this upcoming season. This is just some of the pieces we've created over the years. We can work with you and bring any special victory to life. To order, or if you have any questions, please scan the QR code for Instagram or contact me through the Discord. And hopefully, we'll be bringing your virtual victory into reality one day.
Fancy like Husky, fancy like Husky, fancy like Husky, fancy like Doggy bowl empty, Lakers pool sleeping, rug pull, cash grab, NFTs delight, rug pull, cash grab, idiot.
Hey guys, this is Kevin from KK Woodscapes. Wanted to say how excited we are to be a sponsor for the ASRA Cup Series this upcoming season. This is just some of the pieces we've created over the years. We can work with you and bring any special victory to life. To order, or if you have any questions, please scan the QR code for Instagram or contact me through the Discord. And hopefully, we'll be bringing your virtual victory into reality one day.
Alrighty, folks, we are back. Big thanks to those sponsors for, again, sponsoring and partnering with the channel itself, but also a great time for me to work out some troubleshooting issues. As we, man, sometimes you never know. This technology nowadays can get pretty crazy. I do apologize for that delay, but right now we're going to get back underway now that everything is resolved, as we pull back the curtain and get everything back the way it should be. So, good show today, folks. Right now, Jacob Malone on the pole. So far, though, still 2 minutes left to go in qualifying. So this is open qualifying, and basically they have that 10-minute time frame to get it done. So a lot going on today. And that Bucky's 96 looking good. Minute and a half left to go. Big field today, over 20 cars, almost 30 actually. I believe my numbers here are correct. Look at this. Joshua O'Connor Sr. rocking a new paint scheme today, looking pretty good. Speed Ranch number 98. Awesome job. Todd Slauson looking pretty stout today. Awesome, man. Look at this. Great paint schemes all around. Who else? Cofield, there we go. That Skittles machine. We know that from a couple weeks back when Tyler DeTalent won. And then last week's winner right here from Bristol, Dalton Tucker. Great run right there in the 41. Man, had a great week last week. Overall, pretty good. 37 seconds left to go. And the best time on the board, Jacob Malone in that 2:16.92. Really close, though. Aiden Kirker's right there as well. And then Cofield. So a lot of drivers getting it underway tonight. Looking very solid. About to end qualifying here. And there it is. Qualifying is over. Little switcheroo with the paint scheme right there. Now it's the 51. The Red Bull machine. Looking solid. Uh-oh, hold on. Okay, that one stays the same. Good. Qualifying is over. That's going to be the order right now. So Jacob Malone is going to be your pole sitter. Very, very fun time right now. Cannot wait to get this thing underway. Road course racing typically is one of my favorites. And right here, right above Circuit of the Americas. Man, this place is huge. 3.6 miles. And just an absolute beast. Turn 1 is so up high, about 100 feet higher than the rest of the track. And man, the S's are just crazy. So we're going to see a lot of action today for sure. Definitely in the S's, but also too in that arena section. So the arena section, this right here, this is going to be, you know, in my opinion, like the hardest part of the track. It's just different angles. The corners are kind of unique and awkward. But this should be a lot of fun getting through this part of the track right here. So, as well as the S's, we're going to see right here as Cofield sneaks on through the S's. Off track, you're going to be huge, obviously. Cannot get too far off the beaten path here, as you'll get an incident point. And those are going to be tracked today, so they got to be careful to stay within the guidelines and the limits. So we'll see how they can actually take care of that. That's going to be hard because this place and these heavy stock, I guess stock trucks in this case, stock cars, stock trucks. It's difficult. They want to get really wide off exit, and right here, they got to do all they can to stay within the lines. But so far, looking pretty good. Right now, this is some overtime in the qualifying. They give drivers like an additional 2 minutes so that they can finish their lap. They have to start the lap basically by the time they get to that 0 marker for qualifying, and they get to finish off. So 24. Look at this glide glitch in the Hooters machine. Okay. Alrighty. Uh-oh. Turnover. Off track right there. Harper. Everyone's just finishing their qualifying laps and away we go. A big moment today. We've seen a lot of different winners this season. I'm curious to know if we're going to see another winner this season, another first-time winner this season. And, man, how fast Malone is. He could be that guy. Kirker as well, 216. There's 4 drivers right now in those 16 time frames, so any one of them could really, come down to it. Will it be strategy? Will it be, pitting, right? There are going to be 2 stages. So that's going to be a thing, too, to keep in mind. You have to watch out for those. You have to pick the right tires, right? Do you go on tires? Do you not go on tires? Because a lot of the times here at these road courses, you don't necessarily need tires. But, I mean, obviously, as we saw in the truck race recently, this past weekend, tires mattered, especially on the short run at the very end. So that could be the case here. And, nighttime. What is this? This is okay. All right. This is different. This is definitely different. I'm guessing this was some kind of a mistake, perhaps. Well, do not adjust your monitors or TV screens. This is actually happening. Oh, I love it when this happens. Good times. Well, normally I'd be going through the grid right now and showing off who starts where and whatnot, but you can't see them. So it looks like there might have been a blunder in the session creation, as this is now a night race at a place that has no lights and the trucks have no headlights. So interesting. Very, very interesting. I can't help but laugh because, hey, it's funny, right? I mean, things like this, it's easy to happen, right? But right now, yeah, I mean, what do we do? We're going to start the race? We're going to not start the race? So we're going to wait at this point on an official word from race control because, well, that's all we can do right now. So,
just a heads up, Steve. We're resetting the room.
Alrighty, hey, welcome, bringing in Nick Eilis, race control, live on the air. Nick,
Yeah.
Hey, what happened, buddy?
We're not sure. It looks like at some point we mistake the in-sim start time for midnight.
All right.
So.
Yep.
So we're setting up a room, a new server, with a set grid so that qualifying will still count as it happened. It'll just go straight to a race server.
I mean, I'm a little upset. I kind of wanted this to start right now.
Yeah. I think a few people wouldn't have minded it on the. We can't really see pit road penalties on that one, but yeah, there's no lights around here, so it'd be interesting.
That is true. Alrighty, well, look at this. Uh-oh. Everyone's dive bombing. Beautiful. Hey, we got to get this. The pace car lights them up. And away we go. Welcome to the NORA Truck Series, folks. Nighttime racing at Circuit of the Americas. The 32 goes around, 77 squeezes through. Holy. Stick by the pace car. You're going to be okay. 24 in the 45. Uh-oh. This is all meme material here, Nick. So this is gotta do it. The strategy here is to stick in front of the pace car so that it can guide your way. No one's doing it.
I know. It's funny. I could have hopped out there and helped him out too.
Yeah, let's ride on board Brian Jones real quick.
Yeah, I'm gonna head back down and do my other duties, but thanks for the broadcast.
Alrighty,
Yeah,
we'll
figured let you know what was going on.
sounds good. On board Brian Jones real quick. You can't see his car, but make sure to use code Atlantis24 in home field to save, I think, 10%. I'm not too sure, but green flag is out. Here we go. Brian Jones down the front straightaway. Gonna absolutely send it into turn one. And that's it. Oh boy. And that is it. So a quick update, folks. We're gonna get a new session started, obviously. So, but right now we're having some fun. So, obviously a little blunder in the session creation. Sounds like midnight was mistaken for 12 p.m. and not 12 a.m. But all good. Race day replay. Hold on. Todd Slauson goes around. Let's get back. Michael Dorsey crashed, it looks like. Let's see if we can find out what happened. Oh no, the 66 and somebody get involved. Hits the wall, the 66 right here. Bam! Fireworks shooting off the cars. 32 lit up. Did he crash into the pace car? How's he getting that light? Interesting. All right. That's enough fun for us, I think. We're going to back it out real quick. We'll go and thank some sponsors. Probably take a little bit of an extended break just so that they can start the new session, and then we'll jump into the new session. Unfortunately, this is going to be kind of awkward of a transition between whatever you call this and then the actual race. So we'll get to that in just a second, folks, but stick with us, and we'll come right back.
Hey guys, this is Kevin from KK Woodscapes. Wanted to say how excited we are to be a sponsor for the ASRA Cup Series this upcoming season. This is just some of the pieces we've created over the years. We can work with you and bring any special victory to life. To order, or if you have any questions, please scan the QR code for Instagram or contact me through the Discord. And hopefully, we'll be bringing your virtual victory into reality one day.
Fancy like Husky, fancy like Husky, fancy like Husky, fancy like doggy bowl empty, Lakers pool sleeping, rug pull, cash grab, NFTs delight, rug pull, cash grab, idiot.
Alrighty, folks, we are back after the the lights out condition here at Circuit of the Americas. But right now, the grid is going, and we are entering that arena section. Let's get to it right now. The race is underway just in a minute. Here we go. Your top qualifying order is Jacob Malone, Aiden Kirker, Jonathan Cofield, Vincent Arthur, and Daniel Honeycutt as your top 5. Don't have time to run all the way through them, but you can see them on your screen. Right now, we're going to get underway. They paid the light bill, so that's great. But right now, we have fog. So fog has entered the session. Going to be a little hard to see these trucks as we go certain corners, but we'll definitely try and make it work. Either way, we are back to the action. A long race, 42 laps. Stage 1 will end on lap 12. They're going to round these first couple of corners. The track map on the top right of your screen will be very useful today. If your favorite driver's number turns red, that means they're off track. It's not good. So watch out for that. But right now, we're going to get underway here for Circuit of the Americas. And here we go. Green flag about to be in the air for lap 1 of the NORA Truck Series here at Circuit of the Americas. And off we go. Green flag is out. Get ready for this. Turn 1 is always treacherous. Let's take a look here. Woo! Three wide entering the S's right here. Gotta be so careful. So far, though, everyone makes it out. Great job so far. 2 wide, 3 wide. Oh, big right there, the 32. Everett Kotz hits the turtle right there, and off he goes, but keeps it going, no wall. Great job right there up at the front. Jacob Malone holding it down so far. Aiden Kirker gets way off onto that corner. Gotta be careful there. Great job. 51 diving down low right there, trying what he can. Tight corner right here, the hairpin. You can see it. Cody Reeder right there in that 7 truck, the orange one, we see that. Got a little loose. Some 3 wide action right there going on. All kinds of stuff. Ooh, hold on now. Aiden Kirker, is that who he is? 39. And then Daniel Honeycutt getting off track a little bit. This is getting pretty heated up at the front. The 20 truck off track right here, spins around Jordan Person. He is way off right here, but gets it back going. Nice recovery. Watch all race long for this. A lot can go on here. Gotta be so careful. Coming out of these last 2 corners right here, you're gonna watch them. Big move. What's this? Jonathan Cofield comes down the track, or Malone, excuse me, onto pit road. So what is that about? Maybe some super early strategy. We'll find out, but that's a bold move right there. So either way, Cofield takes the lead. Comes down into turn 1. A lot of movement right here. Comes off pit road over there. Maybe I had to serve a penalty of some kind. Man, tough break right there. If that is the case, we'll follow up on that for sure. 32 getting around here. Good movement. No major incidents so far. Everyone's getting through the S's just fine. It's always a good thing. Sometimes that can be the key right there, is to get through the S's. Those can be so tough. So far, so good. We'll monitor these gaps right here on the left side of your screen. That's going to be the gap. So basically, if they're pretty close to each other, they're going to be within that 1 second, you know, or less, as we're seeing Gladlich right now. It goes around in the 24. We're going to see that a lot. Loose conditions here, especially with the fog. It creates some hard times with visibility. A little better than the the blackout we had earlier, but definitely one thing to watch out for sure. Back up front, Josh Conn over Aiden Kirker right here. Let's ride on board Kirker real fast. We'll show you this track. You can kind of see it here. So it's going to be kind of a cooler condition right now. Track comes pretty low, and which is good because you're going to get, you know, obviously a lot lower temps, but then you're going to get higher grip. So that is the nice thing. New tires will still be kind of cool. But right here, this is going to be favorable conditions for these guys, and they got through that turn 1 and 2 and all the S's pretty cleanly for that restart. So bad job for these guys right here. But Cofield's already up to a good lead. Vincent Arthur in that 51, looking pretty good right now, holding pace 6/10 back of the leader. Good stuff. We'll see some paint schemes popping in here, so I do apologize for that since we had to restart the session. They're going to be kind of popping in as we go here. So, but man, look at this turn 1 action. 98 sneaks in on the inside. Can he pass him? Some contact, maybe. Nope. It's pretty good. Right behind him though, the 66. Oof. Pretty loose right there, but keeps it going. Good job. So far, very good job. The 24 now recovers in 20th place currently. Keeps it going. Bunch of drivers back here. They'll look at this Blake Hopp. Further on back as well as Dakota Hendrickson, Jordan Person. A couple of spin outs here for these drivers, but they're keeping it going. It's a long race. Overall, very good job. Back up to the front. Jonathan Cofield. Under fire a bit from Vincent Arthur. He's right there. He's 3/10 back. Definitely gaining. He's there. Quick lockup right there by Cofield. Gets it back going though. Not a bad job, but he is right there, Arthur. Watch out for him. A battle right here as well. Dalton Tucker. Along with Daniel Honeycutt. And that's 60, Brad Peters. Looking pretty good too himself. Jordan Person around once more. Man, oh man, not good right there, but gets it back. That's good. Lap number 3 in the books. Lap 4 already, so we're about a third of the way through our first stage. They're going to rattle off here pretty quick. Michael Dorsey, side by side right here, actually. Timothy Peters, ooh, beating and banging. Down the front stretch into turn 1. Little shove right there to the 96. 99 is not too happy right there, but that 96 keeps it going. Jacob Malone. Again, your pole sitter had to pit for some reason. We don't have official word just yet, but looks like it might have been for pit strategy. Man, oh man. A lot going on the track. Timothy Harper, we're getting word, might have spun out or at least had some kind of an issue a second ago, but he's right there, so not doing too bad. Looks like he's still holding on pretty strong. A couple of drivers in the pits. Jordan Person. There he is right there. We have the choose car right behind him. Nick Gillis is race control and the choose car, so he'll be watching out for that. If cautions do come out, especially for the stages, we'll watch for that choose rule to come into play. But man, right here, Vincent Arthur gets around the leader from the hairpin, but hold on though, Cofield's got him. Hard braking zone right here. might have him, but man, Cofield on the outside. Arthur has the preferred lane into this corner. There he is. Gonna maintain that lead. Side-by-side battle. Cofield, now it's Arthur, now it's Cofield. Way off track for that 2 truck. That's gonna give that lead to the 51, but the 4th and 5th, Conover and Lindgren, there they are. They caught right back up. I think it's not too far back either. So this could be anyone's race at this point. Looking good so far. Corey Harville in the P12 right now, down a couple spots, but holding on to it. Kind of by himself, not really anybody behind him or in front of him, but looking pretty sharp in that Lucas Oil machine. Uh-oh, Whitehead right here around the 73 subway. Man, hate to see that right there, but not looking too good. A bunch of drivers getting spun around or all kinds of different things. There he is, Brian Jones in P9, up 11 spots already. Having a fantastic early race right here. Knocking on the door, Cody Height. Looking very, very solid in that 45. Cody Height, Sonny D machine looking solid. Brad Peters. All of them are here in the line, so looking pretty solid. Gladlich, I got word that in that 24 that he was spun out, but doesn't look like that's the case. Big braking zone here. The 45 still maintains it though. Oh, Dalton Tucker looks like around. Oh man, it brings it back into the pits. It looks like tows it. Not good. Last week's winner at Bristol sends it around, unfortunately. Oh, he might be beached. Oh nope, he gets it going. He's good. The 32. Synchronized there a little bit. Oh man, Everett Cott's around again, but get the, oh, whoa, hold on now. Dalton Tucker tries to get it back going, but slams it back into the wall, and oh no, the engine, that's gonna be it, I believe, for him. Hate to see that. Again, last week's winner, but right now we have some big time battling right here. Not necessarily for P1, because Vincent Arthur is about to sail away, but Cofield, Conover, and Kirker. I'm saying that 3 times fast. Man, these guys are all right here. And Lindgren, he's catching up too. Not even halfway through this first stage, so a lot can still happen. Let's ride on board real quick. Lindgren, as we go through this turn 1, can he catch these guys? Oh man, right in the braking zone, really sends it. Makes it work though, pretty well. Very, very solid so far for Lindgren. Trying to catch up. Still has time though, obviously. I mean, Cofield, Conover, they're all right there, so plenty of time to catch these guys, as we're seeing Kirker have a gap just a little bit. But Cofield and Conover battling pretty hard here on lap number 6. Whitehead goes around right here, and that's street limit 81. Oh, spin around trying to get down pit road. And then Dakota Hendrickson as well, we're seeing him. So there the 8 comes. And then Whitehead, the 81. So a couple of drivers coming down pit road. Closest battle on the track. It looks like it might be Reeder and Slauson here. At least it was a second ago. 2 drivers doing a pretty good job here in 16th and 17th. Austin Smith coming down that long straightaway right there. Big braking zone. This is such a good spot for passing, but also it's so easy to just blow past it and go into that asphalt section past the rumble strips. Definitely hard, but Austin Smith doing a pretty good job. P13 right now. A couple drivers in front of him to definitely catch back up and get some time gain, so it's not a bad thing. Sometimes it's just hard to pass here, right? But overall, if you can catch up to the leader, even with somebody in front of you, that's not a bad thing. You want to definitely track down that leader, and sometimes it's not a bad idea to be behind somebody. You get that draft on these long straights. Save some fuel just a little bit. So far, though, excellent racing. Getting word Todd Schneider might have went off track, or at least had some kind of an issue. Let's see. Looks pretty good, though, 33. Doesn't seem like he's having any issues on our end here. Pretty solid right there. Dead On Tools, number 15. Like, I gotta say, this paint scheme is fire. I really like this paint scheme. Always been a fan of two-tone paint schemes, and it looks pretty sick, I will say so. Looking solid. Blake Hupp might have went off track there a little bit in the Engine Ice 91. Keeps it going. Solid job. Kirker is tracking down Vincent a little bit. He's there. He's 4/10 back, 3/10 now. This is definitely something to watch out for because Kirker's fast, man. We've seen his speed before, but road course racing is a whole different beast, and right now we're seeing these guys really kind of show off their chops. As we're seeing Conover in the Delta machine way out high right there. He's trying to break that draft for Lindgren. Doing a pretty good job. Does Kirker get him in the braking zone here? Does not have enough room, it looks like. Not just yet, but I've got a feeling with 4 laps to go here at the stripe, we're going to see some competition for the stage win. Oh, 51 gets a little loose. Not bad, though. A lot going on in the back, it looks like. Campbell might be Brad Peters. Getting word that some off tracks and some potential incidents. But overall, looking pretty solid. These conditions on the track definitely benefit these drivers. Super cool conditions. The fog is kind of nice, actually, because even though it lowers visibility, it gives you the ability to have a lower track temp, and it kind of stays that way over time because the sun's not out, it's cloud covered. It's really, really nice. And here it is, side by side, Aiden Kirker down this front straightaway into turn 1. Does he have it? He might. And he does. Look at that. Change for position on lap number 8. Vincent Arthur right there, but look at Cofield. He's catching on too through the S's. Very solid job. 51 right there looks very good in these S's, but the braking zones I feel like is where Kirker really catches up quite well. And you can see it. Cofield might be a player here by the time we get to this last stage, or last lap for the stage, excuse me. Extremely good. Todd Slauson off track right here, that 22. Looks like coming in for 4 tires and fuel, so not a bad move here potentially. That could be huge. Playing the long game. Sometimes in a case like this, right, do you play, do you play for the stage points or do you play for the race win? And we're going to see differing strategies all race long today. Lindgren looking pretty good. Brian Jones. There he is, P7 right now, very good, up 13 spots. Right now is the driver who has the most spots up on the grid, so looking very, very smooth in that 45. Awesome job right there. Troy Latart, Everett Kotzer here, kind of battling in just a second at Fox Mill Brewery. These guys currently in 19th and 20th, respectively, but looking pretty solid. So, and again, I can't stress enough, sometimes these tracks are all about, you know, maintaining your composure and doing what you can to survive. And sometimes the attrition factor for road course racing is quite big. So you want to, you know, maintain the fenders. There's no fast repairs, right? So in a case like this, you've got that one truck. You got to be careful. That 27 though is right there. Jared Wishon, battling Cody Height. Doing a pretty good job too, as we see it. But Corey Harville as well. He's right there. He might have something for him. Come down to turn 1. Awesome job so far. '60 making a move here for 96. Actually, flip that. Jacob Malone making a move in P8 right now. Has gained a lot of time. And here he is, making his way back up to the field. Again, served what we thought was a penalty, perhaps, at the beginning of lap 2, right at the beginning of the race. But man, catching back up quickly. These stage breaks will definitely help him. We'll see him, I think, at the end of this race. Kirker, though, man, he has put on some time. 1.7 seconds to P2. But these drivers, right, look at this, 4 drivers that are all in a line. Absolutely crazy. Oh, nice. Yeah, there she is, Landis in the chat. Yeah, so you guys spotted for Xfinity? Yeah, the fog would have been insane. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that would have been crazy. But just a big facility, I'm sure. And I mean, I've never been there, but it definitely is pretty cool. But yeah, I mean, in sim right here, it's pretty wild. Sometimes some camera angles and whatnot aren't always the most favorable, but that's why we're going to give you guys some great close-up shots. And hey, with those close-up shots, look at that. Use code Atlantis24 for 15% off. Man, that was so close earlier. I said 10%. You know what? Awesome job. Close battle right here. Cody Height. Jared Wishon on the inside. Turn 1's a great braking zone in a great spot to pass, but man, if you miss your braking zone, you're going to go to the moon because it is so hard you'll just fly right by it. But a great job. Lap 10 right now, so 2 more laps to go until we end stage number 1. And right here, we're seeing it. We're seeing a lot of drivers getting through multiple battles. Here we go. Jonathan Cofield, Vincent Arthur battling. This is for 3rd place right here. I'm sorry, 2nd place. 3rd place, well, I suppose as well. But here we go. Coming down this long back straightaway. Hard braking zone. Man, they make it look easy. I'm not going to lie. Look at this. It's a 51. Gets a little loose. But then he immediately has the preferred lane entering right here, so you can see it. He flip-flops it. This is a great spot for a crossover move if the 2 had it, but he didn't. Lindgren, oh man, great job right there. You can get really loose right there. But then this quad angle corner right here, pretty difficult. You have to really be patient in the first half of it. And then speed off on exit. These last 2 corners really aren't too bad. As we're going to see Aiden Kirker right now coming around, taking 2 laps to go for the stage. You can see that right there. After the top 5, you see Daniel Honeycutt and then Brian Jones, and then that's it for a while. Brian Jones is on an island right now, so not a bad thing though. P7, P6 for Honeycutt. Solid moves. Everett Kotz looks like he's perhaps wrecked again. Let's go back and take a look. Might have just recovered it, but a little loose right there. We're seeing him spin around, trying to drift around the arena. Man. Great angle right here of the arena section of Circuit of the Americas. Awesome part of this facility. Definitely think if I were to visit this track, this is where I'd want to sit. Turn 1, you know, yeah, it's pretty cool. Obviously, you have that big, you know, restarts and things like that. But man, that arena section is you get a lot of on-track time for those drivers. So pretty solid. Right now, Lindgren is right there for Conover. Big zone right here. You can see it. There he is. Lindgren makes the inside lane work. Hold on now. Conover on the outside has it. Lindgren might get the draft here. Can you get him in the braking zone? It's so easy to overshoot this. You're gonna be really, really careful. That's a pretty good job. Some slight wheel chatter, but keeps it going. Super solid job all around. But that too, Cofield looks pretty strong. We've seen this truck again. We've seen him win, right? We saw him win with Detalit. So this truck has some good luck. Harrison Whitehead, I'm getting word that he's around again. Looks like in turn 1. Keeps it back going though, so overall not too bad. Uh-oh, 98. And yellow flag is out. Uh-oh. What's going on here? I thought for a second that there was some kind of massive wreck on track, but it looks like that would have been for the stage, so might have been a touch too early, but either way, Aiden Kirker is going to be your stage 1 winner. Super good job for that number 39 machine. Looking very, very good. They're going to catch the pace car right here, and off they go. So very cool stuff. Very good racing, actually, for the top 5 or 6, I would say. It's very awesome. So Aiden Kirker, though, a great job. And right now we're going to be under yellow for the first time for the first stage conclusion. And your winner for stage 1, Aiden Kirker. Awesome, awesome job. Fun race to watch so far, and the fog is starting to lift just a little bit, but overall great job. We're going to come right back, folks. We'll go and thank a few sponsors. These pace laps under yellow are quite long, so we'll have time to go and hit them all. And come back, we'll talk to Aiden Kirker, let them do their pit stops, and get ready for stage 2. We'll come right back.
Fancy like Husky, fancy like Husky, fancy like Husky, fancy like Doggy bowl empty, Lakers pool sleeping, Rug pull, cash grab, NFTs delight, Rug pull, cash grab, idiot.
Hey guys, this is Kevin from KK Woodscapes. Wanted to say how excited we are to be a sponsor for the ASRA Cup Series this upcoming season. This This is just some of the pieces we've created over the years. We can work with you and bring any special victory to life. To order, or if you have any questions, please scan the QR code for Instagram or contact me through the Discord. And hopefully, we'll be bringing your virtual victory into reality one day.
All right, folks, we are back to the NORA Truck Series here at Circuit of the Americas. And right now, we're under our first caution. This is for stage number 1. Aiden Kirker is your winner. And right now, they're going through the arena section. As you can see right here, awesome angles for this track. Going to be coming down pit road right now. And then once they do, we'll come back and we'll talk to Aiden Kirker, stage 1 winner. We'll see what kind of strategy they employ here. Tires, fuel. That will definitely matter, as a lot of this will be determined to be, like in the Cup cars, like Xfinity cars, you might not necessarily need to take tires every time, because they just don't wear as much. But again, as we saw in the real world race, these tires do matter. So over the course of a stage, you never know, but either way, we're going to see everybody come down pit road right now. Tight pit road right here. Again, this track is normally designed for F1, and those cars are obviously much smaller, so these pit stalls are quite tight. They're coming down, led by Aiden Kirker. Everyone coming down, getting the tires, getting the fuel. We'll see some guys taking no tires for sure. It's a matter of who at this point. So far, nobody. Not one person took 2 tires or no tires, so I guess there's our answer. Tight battles off pit road right here. All over the track. Pretty cool stuff. We're going to get to the choose car here momentarily as well. That'll be next time by on the backstretch. But right here, Aiden Kirker going to be your stage 1 winner. Let's see real quick if we can dial him up and get a word from him. Hey, here he is, Aiden Kirker, your stage 1 winner, man. Hey, great racing so far, and you got yourself a stage 1 win. How's the track feel today, man?
Foggy. No ability. Honestly, I just being honest here, I kind of wish we raced the way we've had it in the first session, with not being able to see. But no, I'm joking. It's been fun. Trucks they're on ice, that's for sure. So. I'm curious to see, this next stage isn't going to be too much of a problem on the tire wear, as long as I don't lock them up like I did on lap 1. But I'm curious to see how the final stage goes with the tire wear, because these are pretty slippery, so it should be interesting.
Yes, sir. Well, hey, get ready to choose here, and great job, man. We'll catch you at the end.
Thank you.
All right, there he is. Aiden Kirker, your stage 1 winner. But right now, we are at the choose car, and we're going to decide who goes which way. A lot of inside, a lot of outside. Doesn't really matter, I guess, at a track like this, but that turn 1 drive up the hill, that is so huge. And there we are. Awesome job by Nick Gillis. There he is, that choose car. Looking mighty fine right now. Awesome job. Aiden Kirker, though, going to be leading us off. We're going to go back green here on lap number 14. So very, very cool. Very fun race so far. It's going by pretty quick. Again, the fog obviously is, I mean, as he mentioned, it's going to be tough, right? It's not going to be, you know, super easy, but definitely one of those things you have to consider. So pretty good job so far, and very, very fun race. We're going to go to lap number 26 will be the next stage. So that is the mark. Fog is lifting just a little bit. It's going to roll away as the session goes on, but definitely will take some time. So either way, we're looking pretty good right here. Pace car lights are off, so we're going to go green this time by. Shorten up these caution laps, always a good thing to reserve a lot more green flag racing. Your top 5 right now: Aiden Kirker, Jonathan Cofield, Vincent Arthur, Daniel Honeycutt, and Josh Conover. So a bunch of drivers looking pretty sharp. Drivers coming down right here. Here we go. Green flag back in the air. We are live again for stage 2, and Aiden Kirker with a massive run. Really, really good job. Turn 1 is just so treacherous. What are we going to see? Big wreck, and a yellow flag out again. Had a couple issues there with the cameras. Apologize for that, but man, we don't see anybody wrecked or you know, loose or whatnot. So what happened here? We'll get word from race control here shortly as to why the caution came out once more, but man, tough break. Aiden had a pretty good lead right there, pretty good jump. I don't know if that was the cause of it. Maybe a miss start, but overall, second caution of the day. So we will find out. Not seeing anybody again off track, so we'll definitely wait until we get official word here. 98 looks like he's being passed. Might have been given an EWL penalty here. Can't quite tell just yet, but we'll track it down. Alrighty, so as we find out what happened there with the yellow, under our second caution of the day. So we'll find out what happened with that. They're still catching the pace car, so that's going to take some time, obviously, as well as them having to do the choose again and whatnot. So we're going to give it some time. We'll find out some answers for you folks. But in the meantime, we'll go race day nonstop. That way you can still see the cars on track, but we'll go and thank a few sponsors. So we'll come right back, folks.
Hey guys, this is Kevin from KK Woodscapes. Wanted to say how excited we are to be a sponsor for the ASRA Cup Series this upcoming season. This is just some of the pieces we've created over the years. We can work with you and bring any special victory to life. To order, or if you have any questions, please scan the QR code for Instagram or contact me through the Discord. And hopefully, we'll be bringing your virtual victory into reality one day.
Fancy like Husky, fancy like Husky, fancy life. Husky, fancy life. Doggy bowl empty, Vegas pool sleeping. Rug pull, cash grab, NFTs delight. Rug pull, cash grab, idiot.
Alrighty, folks, welcome back. We are back to the NORA Truck Series at Circuit of the Americas, and we're on to our second caution. We did just end our stage momentarily, or so we thought. I'm not sure if there's a caution maybe during the first caution that was for something major, but it doesn't sound like that was the case. So, yeah, we're still waiting word from race control. And we'll find out here momentarily. But the second caution came out right after that restart as the drivers came out of turn number 1. So, no word yet, as we said, but we're going to wait and we'll get a response for you guys momentarily. Pace car lights are still on. The choose car is out and ready to resume its duties once we go back around once more. So we'll have one to go this next time by, but either way, very, very good race so far. Man, Aiden Kirker looking pretty fast. Obviously, Cofield looking extremely good. Road course racing is always fun, especially in these trucks and really in anything. I'm very, very into it myself. These trucks are always a good time, so, but, man, road course racing is always fun. I'm really glad, as we have the time here to talk about it, really glad, you know, we're seeing, you know, just NASCAR and all the Premier Series, you know, doing things like this, right? They're going into, you know, unexplored territory, you know, whether it be road courses or whether it be, you know, the Coliseum. You know, granted, the Coliseum I feel like is at this point maybe run its course a little bit. I don't know. I still get excited to watch it, but you know, maybe something else comes around, and I'm hearing something about Dodger Stadium. I don't know how true that is, but I'm in. I mean, it sounds exciting to me. So, you know, anything to get more eyes on the sport, I think is healthy. So overall, not too bad. But right now we're gonna go 1 to green, and then they'll choose on that back stretch that Porsche safety car. Man, this past weekend I passed a lot of Porsches. Me and a couple of race day members went and did the Sebring 12 hours. And had a lot of fun. We ended up finishing P1, so we won the event. And man, it was a lot of fun just organizing it and all the practice. And since the rain is brand new, right, and all kinds of stuff, so strategy really worked. We didn't mess up, right? We put in the time, and that was a lot of fun. So pretty fun right there. Catch our socials, and I'll definitely be posting some race day shorts regarding our experience at the Sebring 12. That was a lot of fun. But yeah, walked away with a win, and really cool. Actually, now we're back to back because we won the Bathurst 12, and we won on Saturday for the Sebring 12. So very happy about the team, and we did GT3. We're GT3 guys, and we used the Lamborghini this time, and we used the Mercedes back in Bathurst, and found some success. So very happy. You'll see a lot more race day shorts on the channel regarding that. Kind of a side project for race day here on the channel. So appreciate all the support for that, and appreciate all the painters, and especially Harpoon Design for making those paint schemes for us. Always really, really good looking. So good stuff all around. Well, lap 16 right now. This track is big, man. We talked about it earlier. Caution periods here are, they're beefy. they take a long time, but overall not too bad. We'll talk to somebody for sure after they choose right here, just to see how people are feeling. But right here, that choose is coming up, and there he is, Nick Gillis, on the track in that Toyota Supra, I believe it is. And here we go. Choose car is enabled. We'll bring in that graphic, that beautiful choose graphic. One day we'll get it on, you know, in the sim, in iRacing. But we're gonna improvise until we get to that point. But right now, it's gonna be a lot of fun. So here, I mean, right now it's pretty well split. Left side, right side. Again, that turn one is so treacherous. A lot can happen to it. We're gonna find out pretty quick what they all decide to do. But who do we go and talk to right now? You know who we're gonna go talk to? I think we're gonna go talk to. Let's just pick somebody random. Who would be surprised? You know what? Jacob Malone. We're gonna go to Jacob Malone. We're gonna bring him in. If we can find him real quick. Actually, are we one to go? We are, aren't we? Yeah, they're already in the arena section. Okay, you know what? I'll hold off. I don't want to break their concentration and, you know, all kinds of different things. So we'll wait for it. Long way to go still, lap 16. But again, stage 2 ends on lap 26. So we, for lack of a better term, wasted some time here under yellow. So we're going to get a lot less green flag laps. It's going to feel a lot more like stage 1. But we'll have about 9 laps to go, give or take, under yellow. I'm sorry, under green. So that's going to be interesting for sure. Could be a lot closer battles. But here we go. Lap number 16, Kirker up front. Followed by Cofield, Arthur, Honeycutt, and Conover. Brian Jones, P6, Lindgren, Malone, Peters, and Wishin. But here we go. We're coming around. We're going to make that dive down to turn 1 again, uphill. And here we go. Off we go. Aiden Kirker gets a great start. 3 wide already. Lindgren way off the track right there. Green flag officially out. How do they get around this track? Oh my word. All kinds of craziness. There it is. So far, so good. Brian Jones gets around Conover, I believe that was. 2 wide right here through the S's. Reeder making a good move. Keeps it straight. Very good job right there for the 66. Michael Dorsey looking solid. Gladlitz right now side by side. At 25 and 24, Letart. Awesome restart by these drivers. Nobody spins out, nobody wrecks. Lindgren had a huge issue on the restart there. Right now fell back to 14th place, so not sure what's going on there, but man, tough break. Maybe missed a shift. Into the hairpin. Great racing right now. Here we go, diving into that braking zone. Reeder and Austin Smith side by side here. Troy Letart maybe gets around. See some damage there on the left side of that truck. Contact with that one. Gets a great crossover move right there into the arena. Awesome job. 73, Anthony Campbell looking pretty solid right now in P19. Making his way back up. Uh-oh, Whitehead around. Looks like this involving Gladlich, Whitehead. We talked about it before. That particular corner is so loose. Very easy to go around. Lindgren coming down pit road. Might have an issue in that truck. Can't really tell. We saw him got way off course on the restart. Comes down pit road. We'll watch out for him. Everett Kotz as well comes down pit road. 25 laps to go here. About 8 laps away at this point from the end of stage number 2. But up front right now, Aiden Kirker gets a great jump through these S's. Jonathan Cofield looking very strong as well in that number 2. Don't count out Vincent Arthur, excuse me. We saw him, man. He had a great run early on. And then look at this, Brian Jones up 16 spots on the day, up to P4. So by the end of this race, I've got a feeling we're going to see a lot more of that home field number 45. Looking very, very strong. Conover's well. Malone, though, keep in mind, he's the one that pitted on lap number 1, started on the pole. And he's going to be a driver I feel like that we're going to watch out for at the end of this race. He's going to be there. That track position now is just so key. As we're seeing Conover making a move down low in the braking zone. Might have it here. He does for a second, but just couldn't quite get it. Further on through the pack, we're seeing multiple great racing right here. Austin Smith and Dorsey getting a little racy right there. Anthony Campbell. Bunch of guys right here getting through. Zach Lindgren back on the track right now, so currently back in 22nd spot. Gonna try and make a move around Leitart here in just a second. So far, so good though. The battle right now is up front. Kirker up to a 1 second lead, but everyone else behind him is pretty well tight together. Really, really good stuff all the way around. Brad Peters up to the front. Right now in P8. Very solid job. He has Honeycutt in front of him. Going to try and get through and get to that top. Everett Kott's really struggling right now in certain few corners. Again, folks, that track map on the top right of your screen, your favorite driver, watch out for their number. I know they're kind of tight right now, but once they spread out a bit, watch out for your driver. If they're green, that means we're watching them. If they're red, that's uh-oh. That means they're either off track or wrecked. So it's not what we want to see. And either way, right now, so far, a great job getting through the S's. You're seeing this. Arthur does such a great job getting through those right there. But I feel like there's a couple drivers around him who are better in the braking zone. We saw Cofield do that earlier. Honeycutt looking very strong. Let's ride on board Honeycutt for just a second. Stage 2 is going to end pretty quick here in a couple more laps, about 5 laps away here. Tight corner right there, the hairpin. Have to get a great exit right there because this is the longest straightaway of the track, so top speeds matter, the drafts can matter. It's a great turn in right here. You can see the fog lifting just a little bit. Definitely a lot easier for these guys to see their competition ahead of them and the next couple of corners. So way better than it was for sure at the beginning of the race. But right now, Honeycutt doing a great job holding on to it, getting through this arena section. This awkward double apex corner right here. Gets through it very well. Anthony Campbell looks like might be having an issue. Nope, side by side right here with that number 77, Lindgren. Trying to get back around him. Lindgren has got to get himself back up to the front. He's fast enough for a top 5 potentially, but man, he just didn't have a great restart. We're still finding out what the issue was. Excellent job. Up front, again, Aiden Kirker still your leader. Right now by about a second. It's maintained at about a second right now, so pretty good job right there. Cofield really is not, he's not catching him, but he's not falling off either, so not too bad right there for that 2. Vincent Arthur looking very, very strong. Riding aboard through the S's. Gets through pretty cleanly, though. Definitely making it work right there. Awesome job. A little bit of a battle here potentially brewing. We're seeing Malone right here. Oh man, he dives it right down low. 17, Josh Conover. Coming up real quick. Here he is, the 96 coming around to the 17. Can't quite get him just yet, but Todd Schneider getting word had a moment a second ago. Right now looking pretty good in that 33, currently in 21st place. Very, very solid right now. 23 laps to go. We are approaching stage 2 end. Right now, Kirker looking very solid to be able to get himself into that spot. Has not won yet this season, but man, he's putting on an absolute show. And he might get it done today. We saw him get the pole earlier. I believe it was actually at Daytona where he got the pole. Got very close to getting that win, but couldn't quite get it. Seeing Brian Jones holding on to that P4, so he's definitely fast as well, but 3.5 seconds back. Might need some new tires and whatnot, but he is definitely catching. Starting to see the sun peek out just a little bit through that haze and the fog. It's not going to rain here, obviously, because they don't rain for this style of car, truck. We're getting there. And Cofield, he is getting so close. 8/10 right there in the braking zone, but then gives it away in the exit. So just has to find some more power and I guess grip on exit, and he will be right there. But good job so far. Cody Reeder in P12, holding on to a solid effort. Looking good right there. Pass right here. Looks like Glidelich went around Snyder. Snyder got real wide there in the S's, but holds on. Anthony Campbell, Troy Latart battling right here. Into the hairpin. Campbell might get a good run around here. Oh, got a little loosey-goosey. Didn't have really what it took, but overall not too bad. Looks like Harville got a little loose right there, off track. That allowed Lindgren to get around. Lindgren's back up to P16, by the way. He did start 22nd after he went down pit road, so overall not too bad. Cody Height, we saw him higher earlier on. Right now kind of falling off just a little bit, but still not too bad. P14. He's getting to it. Kirker now has got himself out to a better lead right here, 1.3 seconds almost. Looking pretty sharp as we come around the S's. job right here for Aiden Kirker. He is definitely expanding that gap right now to Cofield. Vincent Arthur, Brian Jones, and Josh Conover are the top 5 right now as we sit. It's 21 laps to go, 20 laps to go as we come across the line next time by. So excellent racing all around. Man, always a fun time here. The hairpin corner, a lot of drivers getting through this right here. Another big pack is coming through. After the 99, there's not a lot of drivers, but here they come. Hard braking zone again. Ooh, really out wide there for one driver. That number 4 of Matthew George. There's a battle right here. Cody Harville. Harville was right there, side by side. He might have in the braking zone here. He's gonna make a push for it. Doesn't quite have enough though. Awesome job though. They get around. Closest battle on track right now might be Dorsey and Reeder. Take a look at this. Reeder and Smith right here is catching up a little bit as well too, so we're gonna watch for him. Getting word Blake Hope right here. Had a bit of a move. He keeps it going. Currently sitting in 22nd spot. The lead is being cut though. Kirker was up by about 1.4 seconds at one point, but now it's 1.1, so Cofield has found something, but with laps dwindling down here for stage 2, there's not a whole lot of time left to do it. Great job. Cody Height comes down pit road. Here's a bold move, comes down pit road right before the stage ends. This is actually quite smart. If you come down now, get your fuel, get your tires, when the stage comes out, guess what? You're not pitting. And you're going to maintain that track position, if not the lead, as we enter in to stage number 3. So this could be a very smart move here for Cody Height. We'll watch him for sure. I expect him to stay out once stage 2 concludes. But man, Aiden Kirker putting on a show, 1.2 seconds out front. Brian Jones right now out by 6.8 seconds, so definitely hasn't been catching. He was pretty close at one point, but right now this long run is definitely affecting him. But hey, he's inching forward every single yellow flag, so fresh tires could be the case that he needs. Timothy Harper doing pretty well, P10. Looking good there, the Outlier Speed Company. Rocking the lime green and the white. Very sharp right here. Cody Reeder on the back end of Dorsey. Might have a move right here. He's trying to track him down, but Austin Smith right there as well. He's getting pretty close. Tough racing as we come down to the line. Cody Reeder in 12th. So not maybe enough to get to that top 10 for stage points. That right now belongs to Timothy Harper. Man, look behind Harper. There's nobody for a while. Looking at that track map. Harper right here in P10. About to enter into turn 1, and he's got a whole straightaway behind him. So pretty good job right there for that 99. Daniel Honeycutt, we talked about him earlier, looking very solid. Has to find some more speed, but definitely consistent, and that's what it takes sometimes to win these races and get the points, right? I mean, if you're not a great road course driver, your goal for this race is to absolutely, get the stage points that you can, and then set yourself up for the best finish possible. They're definitely doing it. Cofield has definitely cut down that lead. It's now within a second. To long runs, it might appear that Cofield has the advantage. 8/10 right now in the braking zone. He has definitely found something. Can he catch Kirker before stage 2 ends? We're getting down to it. Only a few more laps away from the end of stage number 2, and right there, Cofield has found something. Absolutely. Let's ride on board, see if we can track him down from the gyro cam. Down to 6/10, 7/10. He's right there. Oh man, looking very good. Kirker has absolutely fallen off. The tires definitely play a role, but track conditions are also probably changing. He's absolutely there. Can he get around him? As we come to the stripe, that might not be the case for him right now. He might need that one more lap, but that 2 looking very, very fast right now. Here we go. This will be the final lap for the stage. Getting word too that Snyder had a bit of an issue a second ago. Looks strong. A quick glimpse through the field. Uh-oh, Lindgren battling right here with Matthew George on the outside, looking pretty good. Gets the runoff there in the last corner and gets it going. Awesome job, Dorsey. Jared wishing here that Diecast Fans Machine looking strong. Jacob Malone, we expected to see him catch the field a bit better in the leaders. Again, was the pole sitter. Definitely a fast truck, but hasn't quite been able to get himself back to that lead. So definitely hard-fought battles all around. Arthur right here as well. Led some laps earlier, but hasn't quite found that speed to maintain the gap, right? Ryan Jones under fire here in a second by Conover. Conover might have something here in the braking zone. I don't think he does, but he's going to try it. Perhaps not, but Cofield has caught back up a little bit, lost some time there, lost about a second ago. But this is going to be it. Trying what he can to get around. Going to come around this corner right here. Looking strong. 4/10 now. He's so good in this sector 3. Extremely quick, trying to track down. He wants to win that stage. Man, he was right there, but couldn't quite get it. Yellow flag is out. That's going to be our stage 2 end. And Aiden Kirker got it done. Aiden Kirker goes back-to-back here for stage wins. One stage 1 and one stage 2. And honestly, I don't know that anybody has anything for him. He's so fast. We talked to him earlier. He wanted to obviously get, no fog. And the fog definitely affects him from what he was saying. The track is just being so loose as well, too, which does not help the case. But so far, excellent job there for that number 39 Kenworth machine. Awesome job. We're going to go and thank a few sponsors here as we come around. We'll come right back, folks.
Hey guys, this is Kevin from KK Woodscapes. Wanted to say how excited we are to be a sponsor for the ASRA Cup Series this upcoming season. This is just some of the pieces we've created over the years. We can work with you and bring any special victory to life. To order, or if you have any questions, please scan the QR code for Instagram or contact me through the Discord. And hopefully, we'll be bringing your virtual victory into reality one day.
Fancy like Husky, fancy like Husky, fancy like Husky, fancy like Doggy bowl empty, Lakers full sleeping, rug pull, cash grab, NFTs delight, rug pull, cash grab, idiot.
Alrighty, we are back right now to the NORA Truck Series here at Circuit of the Americas. Right now we are under our third caution, but it's really our second for the stage, as we have now eclipsed the stage 2 end, and Aiden Kirker has been your stage 1 and now stage 2 winner. We're looking very good here to end this race. Been a great time so far. The fog is starting to lift just a little bit, but overall the track is still very slick and a lot is going on, so very, very fun. As you can see from high above, a lot of these corners are heavy fog and definitely takes out some of our cameramen, but we're going to get through it, and we have so far. All the way, looking pretty good. All the drivers coming through the arena section of the circuit. We're going to come down in and service the vehicles. We'll go and talk to someone different this time. I'm thinking I want to go and talk to Jonathan Cofield and see where his mind's at, to see what he can do to win this race, because he's looking very, very fast. This last stage, assuming there's no more cautions, should be about 15 laps, give or take, after the choose rule and after we go back, green. So about 15 laps after this, a lot can happen. A lot is still on the line here. I think these drivers know at this point what to expect for long runs with the tires. So that can definitely be a factor as well. But we're going to find out. We're going to find out together what they decide to do. Right here, this pit could be the last one of the race. And here we go. Pit road is busy. And as we expect, Cody Height might be staying out. And he does. We saw him come down pit road earlier. And the whole world comes down pit road. Ooh, Malone blows through his pit box just a little bit. But do we see 2 tires, 4 tires, or no tire strategies? I don't think we will, based off of what we saw in stage 2. Brian Jones. Oh, big battle for the lead right there off pit road. Looks like it's going to be the 2 of Cofield. Huge moment there for him. That's going to be massive to get that advantage for that 2 truck. But Cody Height, we talked about him earlier. He came down pit road before the stage ended. Got his fuel, got his tires. Not completely sure if he has the fuel to make it all the way, but we'll definitely find out. And you know what? Actually, let's bring him up. Let's just bring Cody Height up. The bold strategy. Let's see what he has. Let's see what he's willing to admit. Here he is, Cody Height right now, going to be taking over the lead in that 16 Sunny D machine, man. Looking pretty good right now. We saw you take the pits before the stage ended, and right now you have the lead right here. You inherited that. So what's the strategy here? Do you have the tires? Do you have the fuel?
I believe my tires are going to be screaming at the end of the race, but as long as I can get like a top 10, I will be pretty happy with it.
Well, there you go. Avoided the fuel question, so we're going to assume that you have enough fuel.
Well, when you asked me the question, it said that I needed some. Now it says I don't. Now it says I do. So I'm like on the edge of making it.
Alrighty. Well, hey, great call, though, to get yourself that track position. That might be honestly what it takes to get yourself that win. So good luck rest of the way, man. Gonna be fun
thanks,
to watch.
man.
There he is, Cody Height. I don't know. Does he have enough fuel to make it? The tires are going to be a problem for sure, but I think this is his best chance to get himself, like you said, a top 10, right? It's track position matters so much as we come down to this choose rule. Here it is, Nick Gillis right here. Give you a bit of a different angle so we can show off that beautiful paint scheme. Looking solid right there. As always. Man, what a great job. Cool stuff right there. If you're familiar with our ASRA Harpoon Design Cup Series on Tuesdays, they also have one as well and works just like a charm. So pretty cool. Let's real quick, if we can, go and talk to Cofield. I want to definitely sneak him in real quick before we go back green. Hey, Jonathan, man, it's Steve in the booth. You got me?
Yeah, I got you.
Hey, real quick, dude. I mean, right now, you're looking pretty fast. Right now, you beat Aiden off pit road. You've got a fast number 2 truck right there. So what's it going to take to win this race?
I just keep doing what I've been doing all race. I kind of wish the race was a little longer. I got him beat on the long run, but he's getting me pretty good on the short run. Just see if we can keep him behind us here.
Hey, already, man. Looking pretty good out there. Good luck rest of the way, man.
Appreciate it, buddy.
Hey, real quick, which team do you belong to? I'll bring you back there. My bad.
Fast house.
Already. Alrighty, here we go. To Cofield. And Cody Height on the lead. Man, what can Cody Height do here? So curious to see what he can do. I just think he can get it done. If the tires, you know, if he maintains the tires and the fuel, what can we see? We're about to find out. Cody Height going to be taking the green flag here to take over stage number 3 with 15 laps to go. They're on the gas. A great start for Height, and we are back green. What do we see from turn 1? Big lockup right there. Couldn't quite get it through. Aiden Kirker going to try and squeeze through. That 2 truck as well. Cody Height makes it work. Unbelievable so far through that. Has a great lead. We have Brian Jones and Aiden Kirker battling right here. 2 by 2. We're seeing Honeycutt as well diving down into it. Vincent Arthur gets around Height, takes over that lead. Height does not have the tires, perhaps. Great job, Brian Jones gets around Cofield there, so that's going to be for a spot. If you can get around Height right here. Incredible shots high above Circuit of the Americas in the hairpin corner. This is massive. Got to get that run down off the straightaway. And so far, they're doing it. Vincent Arthur has the lead right now. Aiden Kirker got P2. Brian Jones got around Height. We're seeing contact right here. Height goes around. Oh, no. Height. Big wreck right, the 17 truck as well. And Reeder goes around him. Height has to spin around. Cannot believe it's a 1-car incident. Unfortunately for Height. He thought he could make it, but just couldn't get it done. Tires matter that much. And once more on the hot tires, that's it for him. He will need a caution to get himself back into this game. Harville looks like going around here too. Man, incredible racing. Arthur, though, gets back around and takes over this lead. We saw him earlier, how dangerous he was. And that could be it. Kirker, though, back to P2. He's fast on those short runs, but the long runs are concerning, but Brian Jones here in 3rd spot. He sent it right there in the braking zone, but made it stick a bit. We'll watch on board as he gets through these S's. We talked about it earlier. I think Brian Jones has something for these guys. I don't know if he has winning speed, but he definitely has podium-worthy speed. And right now he's showing it. 1.5 seconds back. You have 14 laps to go, so you can't burn these tires off too quick. You have to save a little bit and then get to it at the end. But one thing too, these drivers have 48 incident points for the entire race. So you know what? If you're conservative earlier on, guess what? Right now in stage 3, use them all up. You get an incident or a black flag at lap or 24 incident points. So really, you get 23 freebies. You know, so overshoot the track a little bit, gain some speed, and use it to your advantage. It's kind of like it's like push to pass in an alternate universe, right? Use the off tracks to kind of gain to your advantage. Like the 39 right there is going to use. Not a bad deal. Definitely use the rules to your advantage. Right now he's tracking him down. Vincent Arthur though with the 1.2 second lead, looking pretty strong. We're seeing a lot of these guys back here though. Brad Peters has looked actually pretty exceptional today so far. In P9, Zach Lindgren all the way back up to P8. So extremely good job right there for him. A couple more drivers, Dorsey, Corey Harville, all looking solid right now so far. Austin Smith looking pretty solid. A battle right here. George and Gladlich into that last corner. Pretty good spot right there. Might have the drag race down here. Oh, the 73 Campbell in the background. It's a little loose, but hold on to it. Great job there. And great racing nonetheless right here. Up the front. Aiden Gerger has cut down into that lead of Arthur. Now down to 9/10. Looking pretty good. Cofield, he was definitely fast on long runs as we saw, but man, he's in 4th right now. Only 2.7 seconds back, but as we go, that might be hard to make up. He's going to find that speed now. Daniel Honeycutt. Oh no, on top of the hill. Goes around. Does it again, but gets it back going. Great job. It's a tough spot. If you hit that curb just the wrong way, it can send you around, and I believe that might have been what happened there. But what a great run for Honeycutt he was having, but right now down to P19. Really unfortunate right there for him. Big battle here though. Matthew George, Gladlich. Who's going to use him up in the braking zone? Looks like Gladlich might do it to the 98. Perhaps not, though. Might have that move. There he is. O'Connor gets around in the inside. Very good. Look at this, though. Kirker, 4/10 back. So Arthur has definitely lost some steam here. And Kirker has found something. He is right there. Great job. I think he's using it to his advantage. We talked about it a second ago, right? Like, use the incident points to your advantage. You can gain so much time, especially here, by going off track in certain spots. Right now, that might be the case for a couple of these drivers. Lindgren making his way back up. Wishing right now in P7. Right now behind Lindgren, looking very good, solid run. job. Brian Jones again up 17 spots. He is the driver who has been up the most. Didn't have the best qualifying effort he wanted, but very, very solid job right now. Currently in that podium spot. Further back, Honeycutt, we saw him spin out a second ago, and currently in 21st spot. Hate to see it. Latart, Lake Hope. Overall, really, really good job by these guys to hold on to it. A couple of drivers, multiple laps down or out of the race. We'll cover them in just a second, but right now we're seeing Harville trying to make a move around Michael Dorsey. Gonna get him right here on the long straight potentially. He has the advantage, will definitely have a braking zone advantage. Can he get to him? Really good job of the braking zone here. Can't overshoot it. Solid job, gets it right there. Cody Reeder tracking down the 99 of Timothy Harper. Great job right there. You're seeing on your screen right now. 24th on down is out of the race. So Everett Kotz, Whitehead, all of them unfortunately out. Cody Height, we saw him led a lap, so he gets that extra point, but man, just couldn't unfortunately hold on to his truck, and right now currently in 23rd spot, so just trying to survive at this point and get to the end. Battle for position right here. Seeing Schneider and Honeycutt making that work. Top of the leaderboard though, Vincent Arthur still holding on to P1 in that Red Bull 51. He is holding on to it for sure. But man, Kirker is about 4 to 5 tenths off. But we know how fast Kirker is. He's not in the clean air though, so that might play a role as well. But either way, he is definitely showing that speed. Brian Jones in P3, hold on to her. Got a little loose there on exit. Cofield though is catching. He's within about 3/10 of a second. Definitely looks like he's faster, but he's got to track him down and pass him. That's the hard part about this course. There are some pretty good braking zones and passing zones, but could be a hard one for sure. So overall, pretty solid. Closest battle on track right now. There's a couple. Right now, Reeder and Harville. Harville so close to tracking down Reeder. Almost there. And then Austin Smith right alongside as well. Going to try and make that position. Here's that battle for third spot. Cofield got him in the braking zone. So Cofield back up to P3. We know how good Cofield is on the long runs. And at the line, we'll have 10 laps to go, so definitely a long time for these trucks. But Arthur is under fire from Kirker. Man, he is right there. On board the rear end here of Arthur. And you can see where Kirker really just benefits. He's just better in the braking zones just a little bit, but also off corner exit too. Might not have enough right there to catch him in turn one, but turn one's such a great braking zone, he might actually be able to get pretty close if he kind of sends it. I don't know that we're in desperation mode to send it yet in turn one, but we're going to get there pretty quick. 10 laps to go though for the NORA Truck Series here at COTA. And Aiden Kirker is tracking down your leader in the S's. He might get it right here. He is right there at him. Extremely rhythm section of the course. If you mess up the first couple of corners, the whole other rest of them are messed up. It really comes down to being smooth. Smooth on the wheel, but also just being patient. As the S's go on, the corners get shorter and slower, so it's definitely unique. In the road course world, it's kind of like the Oh, hold on, here we go. Aiden Kirker down low, into the hairpin. Might have him right here, and does, but a drag race off exit. Kirker not side by side just yet, gonna use the draft a little bit. Might have him in the braking zone here, but he is there. Arthur gonna block the braking zone. Not gonna give him that lane, but here he is. Kirker on the inside lane, gonna have it. Can Arthur follow up though, because he'll have the apex. Look at this, still side by side. Arthur gets around again. Crossover potentially for the 39. Doesn't do it, doesn't quite have it. And Kirker almost had it there, but couldn't quite get it. Great defensive driving by Arthur to make it happen. Using all the track he can right now, coming into that last corner. He might try and set him up here for a great turn in turn 1. Arthur had the better exit right there, but might not be enough for Kirker to send it right here, but we are getting down to it. I was about to say, these S's that are coming up in just a second will ride on board Kirker as he does that. These S's are definitely unique because they get narrower and slower as they go. If you're a road course fan, and if you know the course Suzuka in Japan, it's kind of like those S's but reverse. I feel like they've been described to me before as, and I tend to agree. It's kind of like it's just the opposite. Nice and smooth, a great rhythm section, as you can see here, uphill just a little bit. Use a lot of that red paint right there if you want to use those incident points, but so far great job. He had him right here earlier, the last lap, into the braking zone. Not quite right now, so we'll have to take another lap or two to regain that time. We're seeing Cofield as well. He was kind of close right there for a second, but not quite now. There's a 1.8 second gap between him and the two leaders. Gonna be hard for sure to have him catch up. He has a long run car, but 9 laps to go, almost 8 laps to go here at the stripe. Definitely running out of time, so a lot can still happen. Lindgren has caught back up, he's in P6. Great recovery. Malone, the same thing, at top 5 right now, your pole sitter. Seeing Carnivore here getting around, wishing. Overall, very, very good racing. Everyone's keeping it on track. That's half the battle. It's like in golf, right? You just, hey, if you hit the ball straight, that's half the battle. Right now, the 66 off track a little bit. Seems a little loosey-goosey right there, but keeps it going, looking good. Up at the front. Oh man, look at this. Kirker is right there on the back end. Coming down the straightaway. He might have him right here, entering turn 1. Hard braking zone. Does he send it? He might do it. Doesn't quite get it. He might get the rotation there. Uses that curb up. What a great job here for Kirker. But also a great job by Arthur to defend this, right? I mean, it's not easy. Kirker definitely is the faster truck, and Arthur is holding him up, but man. Sometimes that defensive driving is what can get you that win, and it's working. All the while, though, Cofield is catching up. He was about 1.9 a second ago, and then add to 1.5, so Kirker is not going to be happy that Arthur is holding him up, but this is for a win, right? This is 8 laps to go. A lot can happen here. This series, the NORA Truck Series, is looking for another first-time winner this season. And who's it going to be? Arthur, Kirker, and Cofield. We've seen that car win with Tyler DeTalent in that tube machine, but not Jonathan Cofield. So we'll see how this works. Brian Jones, we saw him win Daytona. Look at this. Oh no, Kirker and Arthur get together. Huge wreck right here at the end of the backstretch. The 51 and Kirker collide. And that's going to get the lead right now to Cofield. Oh my word. What happened there? No yellow on the track. Unbelievable job right there. That is huge. We will definitely go back and take a look at that. That was an absolute game changer right here. Let's go back to Aiden Kirker coming down. Here's the front, the backstretch, excuse me, and then right here, oh my word. Can't tell if Kirker just sent him or what happened, but we'll watch it once more. That was wild. Running on board right here. What in the world? I don't know what happened there, folks, but that was crazy. Really, really tough to see right there, but man, that is pretty much going to be it for those two. We'll bring it back live. We had to show you that, folks, for sure. But man, that was an absolute change. All the while, the sun's starting to come out right now. Man, that was massive. Jonathan Cofield got gifted that right there. That'll be talked about for sure for a while, but man, unfortunate. Missed braking point. Great point. That could be it. That defensive driving can definitely, do that for sure, right? Mirror driving, you miss your mark and things like that, but tough break right there. I mean, you take, this race is 42 laps, right? And you've done about 35 laps before this, and you miss your braking zone. That's a tough deal for sure. But either way, right now, those two drivers are essentially out of this race. Kirker is off track right now, as well as the other. It's just tough break. Vincent Arthur actually in P4, so he actually keeps it going. Missed his braking zone and unfortunately, well, I guess fortunately, got back to P4 after spinning, but Aiden Kirker did not get so lucky. So really tough break, but now Brian Jones and Cofield are in that spot. 6 laps to go. Cofield, we knew he was really good on exit in on the long runs, but here he is. Can Brian Jones catch him? Man, Brian Jones is up 18 spots on the day. What a great job. Jacob Malone is now in P3, your pole sitter. This is huge for him. Great recovery for him because he had to pit early on stage 1. And now Cofield 1.5 seconds up. A great job. Right now, while it's quiet with about 6 laps to go, let's real quick and take our last race day nonstop. That way we can thank some sponsors and show you guys the finish of this race at the same time. We'll come right back.
Hey guys, this is Kevin from KK Woodscapes. Wanted to say how excited we are to be a sponsor for the ASRA Cup Series this upcoming season. This is just some of the pieces we've created over the years. We can work with you and bring any special victory to life. To order, or if you have any questions, please scan the QR code for Instagram or contact me through the Discord. And hopefully we'll be bringing your virtual victory into reality one day.
Fancy like Husky, fancy like Husky, fancy like Husky, fancy like Doggy bowl empty, Lakers full sleeping, rug pull, cash grab, NFTs delight, rug pull, cash grab, idiot.
All right, folks, welcome back. Big thanks to our sponsors that support Race Day and the NORA Truck Series. And right now, we're about 5 laps to go here for the end of this Truck Series at Circuit of the Americas. Right now, your leader is Jonathan Cofield, doing a great job holding on to it with a 1.62 second lead up against Brian Jones. Awesome, awesome job. And Vincent Arthur, the driver that got involved, was leading at the time, and Aiden Kirker collided with him. I believe Arthur missed his braking point, and Arthur had nowhere to go, and also in the braking zone, and that was it. So tough break for those two drivers, even more so for Aiden Kirker, who's now out of the race. But Arthur finds himself in P3. So back onto the podium spots right there. Brian Jones holding on to P2. And Cofield right now is running away with this thing, 1.9 second lead. This is his race to win if he can finish this thing off. He got gifted the lead, but man, I'll tell you what, with him being so fast on the long runs, I feel like he might have caught them anyway. But right now, looking very strong in that 2 Skittles machine. Looking great. Further on through the field, as we have 5 laps to go, Timothy Harper right now in P9, Corey Harville in 10th spot. Austin Smith at P11. Michael Dorsey, though, is right there. He might try and get him here on this long straightaway in the braking zone. We'll see. He's pulling up alongside him, doesn't really have that spot. Good job to hold it off. Matthew George in that 4, looking pretty good. 14th, Glidelich a second ago, I believe, had an issue. In the track map, it's lit up red, so that usually tells us he's either off track or hold on. A little too hard into that braking zone. Gonna get past here, maybe by the 25. Doesn't appear like it just yet, but Blake Hopp in P20, Todd Schneider 21st. And then there he is, Anthony Campbell in that 22nd spot. Looking pretty good. But right now, Cofield is up front. Looking very, very sharp right now. 2-second lead. Just so smooth through the S's right there. That's what it comes down to, right? I mean, minimal wheel input. Save those tires. It's already, slick and greasy on this track, so you want to be careful about that. And they're doing that for sure. So looking very, very solid. Brian Jones, again, second place. Doesn't quite have the car, looks like, in the speed to catch Cofield, but man, he is right there. A P2 would be a very good finish for him today. I've got a feeling he's going to like that. Vincent Arthur in 3rd spot. Lindgren right now back to P4, so passes Malone. This is an awesome job right here. Up 3 spots, so started P7. And finds himself actually in the best spot of the race, so great job right here for Lindgren. Going to try and track down Vincent Arthur, but we'll find out. Malone right here, your pole sitter gets a little loose off of that corner. Conover and Wishon. Strong runs for these drivers. And man, Brad Peters, I feel like we've seen him in 8th place the entire race. But super solid. Started in P10 and up 2 spots on the day and just been consistent, right? I mean, just keeping the car on the track, and that's what it comes down to. This is a good day for Brad Peters for sure. Good day where you don't spin out or get too many off tracks and things like that. It's a good day on a road course. So looking solid. Cody Reeder looks like trying to catch Dorsey here. Oh, he might get it. Dorsey way offline right there. Gets loose. And around they go. Bunch of drivers right now working their way through the field. 3 laps to go though. The NORA Truck Series here at Circuit of the Americas. And everyone's pretty well spread out. Matthew George has Honeycutt right there. Honeycutt, we saw him spin out at the top of the S's. All the way down to P23, I believe, at one point, and right now finds himself in 15th. So, not a bad recovery, but he had a top 10 car for sure. Just hate to see him not be able to get that, but that's sometimes what it comes down to. Glad Litch on the back end of O'Connor Sr. You might get him here, actually. Track him down in the S's. Let's see what he has for him. That nice rhythm. Those yellow bumpers right there that are sticking up in the apex of those corners, do not hit those. They will send you to the moon. Looking good though. Nice apexes for both drivers. Gets it back going on the power. So great job right there by those guys. Right now, 16th and 17th, but consistent day right there. But Jonathan Cofield, man, he is just checked out. 3.4 seconds right now. Back to Brian Jones, but back to Brian Jones. There's nobody for 8 seconds. So Brian's got P2 pretty well locked in as long as he stays consistent. Doesn't mess up. Vincent Arthur in that 3rd spot. If he maintains that 3rd spot, it's going to be really interesting to see what he has to say about that incident between him and Aiden Kirker. Basically rob really either one of them a win, unfortunately, because they were both looking very, very fast. But that's sometimes how road course racing works. Excuse me. You just never know. Lindgren is there, though. He is right behind him. Lindgren's been very, very quick these last couple laps. I think he's going to catch him, actually. He's right there. Malone and Conover right here fighting. Right behind him. In the S. Oh, boy, door banging. Not a great spot to be in, double file and side by side in the S's, but man, he's trying what he can. 2 laps to go. That 96 is right on the bumper. Bolster trying to get around for one more position. Vincent Arthur, though, still holding on to that number 1 spot. P3 spot, excuse me, but right in front of Zach Lindgren. Lindgren might catch it right here. Oh, great exit right there for him. He's going to probably get a great run here. Might pull him behind, get the draft. But afterwards, does he get enough run to make a move in the braking zone? This is for a podium. Passing him on the outside, looks like tries to get that better lane in the next corner. Right there again with him. Oh, hits him a little bit. A wide exit around. He's going to try and get the apex in the corner before the tri-oval. Makes it happen. Slide jobs all around, man. Both. Excellent job there for Zach Lindgren in P3. the truck is fast when he needs it to be, and what a great job right there to get that third spot. Can he hold on to it? We will find out. But Jonathan Cofield going to come around here, going to take the white flag. There it is. It is the white flag for the NORA Truck Series at Circuit of the Americas. And man, Cofield has been fast all race long. We saw him trying to catch Kirker earlier on in stage 2, and he was there. He was so good on long run speed. But right now, he's just able to get through these S's and through this track so effortlessly, it feels like. Does an amazing job getting through them. Had the long run speed, struggled a little bit on short run speed, but here he is in P1 after, unfortunately, the huge contact between Kirker and Arthur. But right now, he's going to come around. Still a long way to go. This track is big, so half a lap to go still. No mistakes. Cofield. P2, Brian Jones. Again, pretty much locked into that. 4 seconds back. Excellent run by him. He'll be happy. And then Lindgren right now up solidly on P3, Vincent Arthur. And then Josh Conover currently in that 5th spot. Pass right here. Reeder and Smith in the S's. Might be getting some work done right here for Reeder. Trying to get into that P11 spot, but it's all about Cofield right now. Into that long braking zone in the back stretch. And then now enters the arena section. Here he is. Tight corners right here. Very, very hard corners. This next corner he has right here, double apex, but a very weird corner. And there he is. A great exit. Nothing but patience now. A couple more corners to go. That 2 truck has seen victory lane before earlier with Tyler DeTalent. So this truck knows success. But right now, we're going to see Jonathan Cofield comes around the last corner and is going to win Circuit of the Americas here for the NORA Truck Series. Incredible job there for Cofield to win this race. Had the speed all race long and endured the entire time. Very, very impressive run for him. Great job. P2 is going to be Brian Jones. Up 18 spots on the day. Very, very impressive right there for him. Zach Lindgren going to be in 3rd spot. A massive recovery run for him in that 77. We'll talk to him about that stage 2 and why he pit so early, but right there, such a good job. Josh Conover, P4. Jared Wishon in P5. Vincent Arthur, 6th spot. Jacob Malone. Your pole sitter comes back in P7. Timothy Harper, P8. Brad Peters, 9th. And Corey Harville going to round out the top 10. So great job. We're going to thank a few sponsors right here as they come back around to the front stretch. We'll come right back and talk to your top 3.
Fancy like Husky, fancy like Husky, fancy like Husky, fancy like Doggy bowl empty, Vegas pool sleeping, rug pull, cash grab, NFTs delight, rug pull, cash grab, idiot.
All right, folks, we are back for the NORA Truck Series here at Circuit of the Americas, and Zach Lindgren finished P3, so a great job for him. An awesome recovery race. We will bring him in right now and talk to him in that number 77. What a race for him. Let's sneak him in. Here he is. Zach Lindgren, man, what a race today for you. Battled back through the field, I feel like, multiple times, and had some kind of an issue maybe in stage 2 that maybe you can elaborate on. But hey, awesome job to get yourself in the podium. Man, P3, you gotta be happy about that.
Yeah, I really am. After, like you said, after the incident that I had at the start of stage 2, I jumped out of line because I was spinning tires, and because I jumped out of line, I got a, changing lane penalty. So I put myself towards the back, kind of learn how to run the truck and how to push it, but also be able to go fast pushing it. But no, man, like you said, we came from the back multiple times. It was a lot of fun. This truck really was a challenge tonight. These guys are amazing drivers, so to come out here and go from the back to the front and battle our way into a top 3, it was a battle. I'm a little warm. I'm a little sweaty. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah, the conditions on track looked pretty interesting too, but man, you brought it home P3. Awesome job for you and the team. Great job. Hey, talk to us real quick about your sponsors and friends, family. What you got for us?
Yeah, appreciate it. No, I got Elite Motorsports on the truck today. Huge shout out to those guys. A lot of those guys are coming towards the end. They had some trouble. Shout out to Aiden. You can't say enough about how good Aiden is, and to have the tech issue that he did right there to give up the lead and have to leave, it's just terrible. So huge shout out to Aiden. Huge shout out to Jared, to Brad, to Dorsey that we're also racing with. I mean, each of those guys kept it calm, cool, collected most of the race, and I can't give those guys a big enough credit. So a huge shout out to them. You up here in the booth doing what you do, appreciate it, putting in the time and effort that you got to. Everybody at home watching, I hope we put on a good show for you. The admins who put on this league, is a fun league to run. That's all I got for right now, buddy.
All right.
I've drawn a little bit of a blank there, my bad.
Oh, good, man. Awesome job. We'll catch you next week.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Alrighty, there he is, Zach Lindgren. That was hilarious. Good job there for P3. Awesome job. But we're going to bring in right now P2, Brian Jones. Incredible run for him to finish 2nd place. Wow, really impressive job. Here he is, Brian Jones, finishing P2, up 18 spots on the day, man. What an incredible run. That was really impressive by you in that 45. So how'd you do it?
I would like to say it's practice, but I haven't turned a lap this week, so it was just, I guess maybe a little bit of luck. The 39 took out the leader and kind of walked our way into a podium finish there.
Yeah, awesome job. Talk to us real quick. I mean, do you know what happened with that? Kirker and I mean, man, Arthur, like braking zone issues, or like what did you see out of the windshield?
From what I heard on the radio, it might have been some issues with the 39 screen. Maybe it went black. You couldn't see its brake marker or something like that.
Oh no.
Maybe more of a technical difficulty than anything. Aiden's a pretty clean racer. I've raced with him a lot in the past, so I think it's just one of those technical glitches like that.
For sure, yeah, definitely hate to see, but hey, man, great job again today. Again, the P2. Hey, talk to us real quick about your sponsors and friends and family. Who do you got?
Yeah, hey, got a shout out to Home Field Apparel. They provide a bunch of collegiate apparel, but also now motorsports apparel and IndyCar apparel, NASCAR apparel, obviously. So if you want to go over there and check out what they have, use the code Alanis24 for 15% off at checkout.
Awesome job, man. Great job. We'll catch you next week. Go and celebrate P2. Awesome job.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Steve.
Alrighty, there he is, P2 Brian Jones. Awesome job. But the winner today, Jonathan Cofield, we're going to bring him in right now. Your winner. Here he is, Jonathan Cofield, man. We talked to you earlier, and you looked pretty good back then. And here you are, kind of got gifted the lead, but man, you made the most of it. And I was saying in the booth, I think you might still be able to catch those two. And here you are, winning the race, man. How do you feel?
It feels good, man, to come in here and help the Fast House guys out. I think they was down a guy, a good friend of mine, Tyler the Talent, reached out to me and said, "Hey, man, you want to run a road course?" And I was like, "Yeah, I've run a few Circuit of America races this week. Why not another?"
Awesome job. I mean, yeah, what was going through your mind when you saw Kirker and Arthur get together there and you got the lead?
Oh shit! I was hoping they'd get up. You know, the 39 was just sitting kind of back there waiting. You know, saving his tires, waiting on him to make a mistake, and they got side by side. And you know, I was like, man, I hope they get to racing hard so I can run them down. And I was running them down, but I just think he didn't know what his braking zone was and kind of run over him there.
Yeah. Hey man, all good though. Watching you do the donuts right now. Great job. Hey, give us some shout outs. Who do you have? Sponsors, friends and family? What do you got for us?
Yeah, first I want to apologize to the 16. You know, he stayed out, had a little older tires, and I was just trying to get by him as fast as I could so those two front guys didn't get away, but I think I overcooked the corner and might have run him off track. So big apology there. Want to thank you guys doing the broadcast. NORA Truck Series for letting me come in here and hang out with these guys. Fast House, my team, Brake Car Designs, my sponsors, SM Racing Products. If you don't have a button box, go check those out. Get you 15% off. Put in J. Cofield at checkout. Cofield Asphalt Refinish, Cofield Flying Service. And man, this is amazing. Y'all have this many guys in this league, man. Y'all keep up the good work.
Well, awesome job, man, and congrats on the P1. Hey, go and celebrate real quick. Been awesome job by you today.
Thank you, sir.
Alrighty, there he is, Jonathan Cofield, the winner of today's race. Man, what an awesome job for him to get the job done. Looked very fast all race long. Very impressive. But right now, that's going to be it for us, folks. An awesome run today at Circuit of the Americas. This has been race day. This is my name is Steve. Awesome job. Big thanks to all of you in the chat for supporting us and all the likes, subscriptions. Really appreciate that as we continue to grow. Join us tomorrow night for the ASRE Harpoon Design Cup Series for the beginning of the mid-season madness starting in Richmond. Come by tomorrow and we'll tell you more about that. So 9 p.m. Eastern time. That'll be a lot of fun for the Cup Series. And tonight, awesome run today. Road course racing has always been close to me. I love to see it, and always a fun time. So join us tomorrow, but if not, we will see you next week for the NORA Truck Series at 9 p.m. Eastern time. For now, I'm Steve. This is Race Day. We'll catch you next time. Have a good night.